What's up, everyone? It is your boy Victor Freeze, and we are back with some MK, man. It's been a minute. I know. It's been a minute, a long minute, too long, too many minutes. But I got a new job. I work crazy hours, but they pay me, so we doing that. But that's why I haven't been able to put anything out. I've been trying to get used to this new schedule that I got to work. And it was a little interesting for me. So, but I think I'm finding the groove, I'm finding the rhythm. So, y'all see more frequent videos at this point. But that's not the point of the day. The point of today is a new relationship time. But it's a very special relationship time today. Can you hit my capture music? So today, we're gonna talk about how I see love, and it's just me. I'm not trying to speak for anybody. I'm not trying to say this is how you're supposed to do it. But I'm gonna tell you about a little bit about my experience, and see if anybody else feels the same way. Because that's the point of all these videos, is to find people that are like, man, I feel you, or man, you fucking crazy. But we gonna figure it out. And I wanna start off with this simple question: have you ever studied a woman? Not like paid attention to the things she said. Have you just studied her? Just her. Study tendencies. Study things she does in certain moments. Study the walk. Study have you ever looked at a girl's walk and was like, damn, that walk's fucking sexy. Now, before I even go any further, yes, I understand all of my other friends that know me. It sounds a little weird, but look, we gonna get there. You know what I'm saying? Cause there's times where, I'm just like, fuck it, bitch, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what you do, she don't care what I do. We just ordinary people. But there's that special woman that you're like, I don't even know why I'm so attracted to her. I don't even know why I'm so drawn to her. But it's there. It's there. And you cannot give that up. You gotta figure out why. And I understand. Trust me, if there's anybody else that feels like this, I understand you. This is the video to say I understand. It's where it's like, man, I like the way she talk. I like the way she walk. I like the way she just moves. I love all of the pictures. I love all of this shit. Of course, now, here's the other thing, because sometimes niggas don't understand. This is not just a girl you're like, oh, she look cool walking down the street, let me go follow her. No. This is, she knows you, you know her, you know what I'm saying, and, you know what I'm saying, y'all talking, you know what I'm saying, but maybe you're in that phase of, man, I don't know if I should really go in for the kill. I don't know if I should put myself out there like that. But, with me, I feel heightened emotion. Most people say I don't feel emotion. That's not true at all, actually. I feel heightened emotions. I just choose to hide them. When a person becomes special in my eyes, because I guess the word wordy isn't a good word, because it's who am I? I'm just a nigga who plays MK and Madden all day. But that's the word I'm gonna use. If they become wordy in my, someone that has been through some thick and thin shit. First of all, it takes a while before I can just trust you with some shit that I'm going through. You know what I'm saying? I'm going through life. We all have tough times. You just have that person you go to, and it's her. You know what I'm saying? And you just start to notice something. It's you just start to feel a certain way. And I can't even pinpoint when it happened to me. It was so long ago I can't even pinpoint it. I can't even tell you guys, yeah, on this date, this time, she did this and it was over. I can't even say that. I don't know when it was. It just happened. Like I won't say one day I woke up. It was just like one day I was like, why do I like everything about this person? Like why do I feel this way about this person? And you start to chase that. You start to go after that. Or you just fall back and look from the outskirts. Which is the thing that happened. What the fuck happened there? Did y'all see that? I should have died, but I'm gonna take that W. I should have died, because he had the right read. He was reading me that whole, he was making that hella comeback, which is what I always struggle with at MK. But back to the relationship time. And you pay more attention to it. You want to get to know that person. You start studying. You start asking questions that are questions that I wouldn't ask nobody else. Like what do I give a fuck if you think the aliens or the universe is real? But I'll ask you that because I want to know what your mindset is, what you're thinking like. And then through all those questions, you figure out, man, this person and me would be great in my eyes. It's always 50. It's always from one side, because you can't really see the other side unless you godlike. I'm not that godlike. I mean, I can when I write poetry, I can write from a female's point of view, but I can't think like a female. I don't know what these people do, but it's always 50-50. I'm like, man, I think we'd be fucking good here together, man. We'd be fucking power couple, man. Nigga be killing shit, man. Go to all these tournaments and shit, kill niggas. But look, that's wishful thinking. And then also about wishful thinking, you start wishing it. You start wishing it. Man, please let this be real. Let this be true. Let me try to get this. You know what? And then if you're any type of creative person, you've written about a person that you love. Either you did it on purpose, or when you finish writing, you're like, man, this is that. This is this situation. This is them. This is him. This is her. This is them. This is they. I've written poetry about, my family, and I didn't even know. I didn't go into it thinking, man, I'm gonna write this poetry about this poem about my family, and I'm gonna let them all read it. No, it's just when I was finished, I'm like, God damn, this is that situation. It's just in an artistic way. This is that girl. This is what she does to me. This is how she makes me feel. But you didn't mean to. Because anytime I try to force it, that poem's trash. It's garbage. Every time I try to force it, it never comes. But when it's not forced and you're just late at night, and I'm laying in my bed, man, I'm like, let me write something, because this is how I'm feeling right now. This is what I'm feeling. And when I write poetry, man, that's when my emotions come out, man. I start crying and shit. It's weird, man. It's another side of me that y'all people wouldn't understand. Because when they play me on MK, I'm just that nigga. I don't give a fuck, you know what I'm saying? I'm a teabag you, I'm a fucking fatality you. I try to get inside a person's head. When I'm playing video games, but when I'm writing poetry, I get inside my head. See, it's a double-edged sword. I get inside my head, I'm like, man, I just feel these feelings. I'm like, why can't I feel these feelings all the time? Whether it's good, bad, happy, sad, whether it's I'm angry, whether it's I want some fucking pussy. It goes down like that. And then when I finish this poem, and my fucking hand hurts from typing all fucking night, and I gotta get up at 6 o'clock because I gotta go to fucking work, and it's 2 o'clock right now, and I look down at the screen and I read the poem, I'm like, man, this is this is her. This is them. This is they. This is my family. This is my friends. Well, I never write poems about my friends because I'm not gay. But I'm just joking. I know they're gonna be hearing this. Like, oh, you write poems about me, nigga? No, I don't. But like, this is her. This is them. This is they. This is my family. It goes down like that. And I mean, of course, you study your family because you've been around them for so long. You know what they do. You know what they, even inadvertently, like, you know what they be about. You know what I'm saying? You could tell me what they would say in this situation, in that situation. And when you start to study a girl like that and use your creativity to put into words how you feel, because this is just coming from me. This is all, remember, this is all just my experience. Coming from a household where showing emotion was a bad thing. Where showing emotion meant that you were weak and you have to suck that up. Writing helped me with that. Like I used to talk to a girl, hey man, you know, what's up, dude? You know what I'm saying? What we doing? You know what I'm saying? It's whatever, man. What we trying to do? We trying to do this? We trying to do that? You know what I'm saying? Boom, 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 right? But I would never they would never know anything about me because it was the mystery of it. You know what I'm saying? I never wanted to show them that side because that was a sign of weakness. Actually, like, about 90% of the girls that I've had interest in never knew that I wrote poetry at all. They never knew that I felt these ways, and that was my fault because I didn't want to show that emotion. I didn't want to show that weakness. But from afar, if you were to ask me, hey Justin, I know you like this girl. Tell me something about tell me something that no one else would know. I could tell you she walks like this, she talks like this, she'll say this in this situation, she'll do this in this situation, she's a loyal friend, she'll hold you down when you need to be held down, she'll keep it real with you, or she'll lie to you. You know what I'm saying? She'll lie to you to make you feel good, or she'll just keep it real, she don't give a fuck. I would be able to tell you everything. Well, not everything, because you can't know everything about a person. I could give you that baseline. Look, she'll do this, she'll say this is how she feels about this is how she doesn't feel about that. Don't say this to her. Maybe start a conversation with this. Maybe don't start a conversation with that. Touchy subject right here. Don't ask her about this. But this is her favorite subject right here. This is her favorite video game right here. This is her favorite form of media right here. Her favorite show, favorite anime, favorite everything. I remember that shit because I studied. And I always thought, you know what I always thought, and I probably still think this to some degree. I thought I was fucking weird for that shit. That I can write down specifically what a person loves, what a person likes, what they have in common with me, what I can tell them about, what I cannot tell them about, what they could tell me about. I mean, you can tell me about anything because I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm that type of dude. I don't care. Like, I'll tell you what it is and not how it was, man. And I don't really have a subject that, like, I can't speak on unless I just don't know it. Like, if I just don't know it, but that's not me not speaking upon it. That's me not knowing. So, like, would you even want my advice in that situation? Probably not, because I don't know. But, like, I would have all that. I could put down that in a poem right now. The girl that I loved in middle school. I could put that somewhere right now in my mind and pull it out and tell you about it. Like, the girl I'm in love with right now, I could tell you everything. And it don't matter. It don't matter what you ask me. I can probably tell you. And if I can't, I'd go figure it out because I care about that person so much. I'd go figure it out. So you could come, so just so that I know, because I'm interested, because I want to know, because that's how important she is to me. I want to know. Now, there has been situations where, those, like, you get that deep with a person, which I do which has happened to me a couple times, like twice, to where I get that deep, I feel it that strongly, and it doesn't, it just doesn't materialize. But those feelings don't go away. That's the one lie that men tell themselves. It's like, oh man, I don't feel like that anymore. You may not feel it to that degree, but one argument with a girl that you're currently with, and you're thinking about her. So who's the liar then? So how do you really feel at that moment? At that spot, once you get into that place, and your mind drifts to her. What? So you may not feel it as strongly, but you still feel it. It's still there. And the problem with trying to repress those feelings is that they will come out stronger when you least expect it. That's the problem with trying to repress those feelings, is that it'll come out. It'll come out, and and then you'll be like, man, I don't know what to do. Why do I feel this way? Because you tried to repress those feelings instead of coming out with it and maybe getting some guidance or some help with that. You know what I'm saying? But that's if you're in that relationship and you may be going through a hard time, and then you just think about that other person. That happens. Most girls just think, you just want to fuck. No. And here's where girls mess up too. They think every guy is just single-minded. That's not true. Every guy isn't single-minded. Every guy isn't just, man, I just want to fuck another girl. There are guys like that. I'm related to guys like that. I know how it goes. But sometimes it's like, I don't get this feeling from you. This specific feeling. And even some guys can't pinpoint that feeling that they don't get from you. But they just say, there's this thing that I don't get from you that I've gotten from her. And like, I've there's other things that you may do, but there's a specific feeling that I have that I don't get, and I get from her, and that could change everything. You don't know how much that means to some guys. It's just, I don't get that feeling. I don't feel as loved. I don't feel like you care about what I care about. I don't feel like you really understand my vision, my plans. But she did, or she does, or she will, or anything. Well, maybe not she will, but she does, or she knows, she understands. Of course you don't say that to you. Of course you don't say that to the girl you with unless it's too late. You know what I'm saying? If you're reading this, it's too late. You know what I'm saying? But like, anybody can feel this way. I know girls who would say that to their man. You don't make me feel a certain way. It's more common over there. You don't make me feel this way, and he does. So what we doing? So like, why can't guys speak like that? Why do you have to repress your feelings? You don't have to. You know what I'm saying? Of course, that ruffles feathers though. That's the line you cross though. That's like, you know where that path leads. Every man knows where that path leads. It's just that, will you go down that lane if you have to try to get what you truly love? And yeah, the couple times that I spoke about that it didn't work out, we're good friends. We're good friends. But the sad thing is, I've spoken to a lot of guys that, well, not a lot, like 3, that think like I do about this topic, and their only regret with those, and kind of my only regret in those situations, is that the decisions that I made earlier prevented me from making that big jump today. Well, not a big jump, but making that move today. It's like in a video game. Okay, you expecting to attack, right? And you expecting to attack the whole game. And then there's a boss that comes, right? And you need defense, but you expecting to attack. you can't do shit. You done. You know what I'm saying? You gotta attack them now. You know, there's no defense you have. That's what it is. It's like I expect into this, and my only regret is like I didn't see where that path led. I didn't see where that path led. I didn't see where it went. Because the biggest regret is not knowing. It's like, damn. I mean, it could have not worked. It could have not worked at all. And then you're like, well, at least you know it doesn't work, right? That's always the option select. Okay, well, we know it doesn't work, so fuck it. But I never got to figure out. And you know, that's just the way it goes. That's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? That's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. But yeah, like to get in depth about love and your feelings and how you should be feeling about a person. If a person is not giving you that feeling, if they're not understanding how you're thinking, I mean, of course, compromises are a thing. We understand that. But my rule is never compromise on anything that you would feel strongly enough to end the other feelings that you're getting. Like with my family, for instance. My family, they're macho men, man. They're machismo. They do their thing, right? And I mean, I feel them on a certain degree, but sometimes it's fucked up. And I will never risk my morals just to make them happy. You know what I'm saying? So every time that comes up, I'll tell them, like, that ain't what's up. So never be with someone that you have to become a different person just for them. If they're the right one for you, if they're the one that you can make that move on, that you can become one with, you'll know. And if it's not, you'll know it's not before you ever break that off. So that's just my rant, man. And another relationship time down the books is Victor fucking Freeze, and I'll see y'all next time.